I'm Dave.
I'm Laura.
And I'm Corey, and this is our point of view.
Okay, this is to me, this is an interesting topic or view of how we need to change society eventually. Okay, universal basic income. Giving people money, and then right now the standard I think is somewhere between $30,000 and $35,000 annually to live off of, whether they work or not. Due to automation and artificial intelligence, which is lowering how many people are actually will be employed in the future. Would a universal basic income be beneficial, or would it harm society?
Me personally, I think it would be beneficial because it'll give you that boost. You know what I'm saying? I work, and 35, even 30 to 35,000 would help close that gap as far as me.
Right.
I see the benefit of it.
You see it as beneficial.
Right.
Laura?
$35,000. My understanding is you don't get it if you work.
Right.
Right.
No, you don't.
No.
So if
not
you don't work,
right.
then you
Don't
Then you
work.
get paid
Oh.
more than the person who's working.
Oh,
No, I am
okay.
dead set against it. Until we need something like that. But somebody who's choosing not to work,
But should you not start like implementing how it would work if you, in the case that you need it? Like they're doing it in Kenya in Africa and in Stockton, California. They're trying it out.
I did see
But
that.
do you think that's a
Yeah,
good
so that's
idea to try it out just in case you do need it? Shouldn't you try to make it as best you can in case it does come up where you need to put it in place?
I don't know how you feel, but me giving somebody money like that, I feel like I'm almost being punished for working,
In a
and
sense.
they're getting free
Rewarded
money
for not working.
for sitting on their butt.
But on the upside of that, your employer would probably feel obligated to treat you better and pay you better so that you don't just quit your job and collect your universal income. Do you think that's in a way, do you think that even if you're a worker, that could
It
still
might
probably
benefit
benefit you?
I don't know.
And then here's another thing: if I'm getting this $35,000 a year, does that mean that I still can claim social programs too? Do I still get my food stamps, my Medicaid, my welfare?
No.
You don't get anything like that?
No.
Just that.
It's just a $35,000 basic income. That's what you get.
And what's the purpose of that?
They say this is from the people that have studied it, due to automation and artificial intelligence, that will lessen the amount of jobs that businesses will need. It would be taken over mainly by robots and artificial intelligence, where maybe you'll have an unemployment rate of 70-80% because the rest of the jobs are being done by robots.
Okay.
And it almost take people out of the equation. But in order for our economy to
Keep
thrive
going, right.
and to keep going, you have to have people with currency to spend it in the economy to buy these products that are being made by automation and
Okay, here's
artificial
an
intelligence.
interesting question for you. If you have 75 or 78% unemployment, who is going to pay these people? Where is the money coming from?
From what I understand, they're saying that they're going to raise taxes and close loopholes, and mainly taxes on the businesses that are using all this robotics and artificial intelligence to make these products. That's where some of the money will come from. Closing loopholes for, let's say, hedge fund managers, inversion from people that take jobs overseas and then claim that they're still a U.S. company, but all their product, their warehouses and their manufacturing are all overseas. Getting rid of things like that. Plus, like you were asked earlier, Social Security and Medicare, Medicaid.
You know, it sounds like to me they using that to sell it, but it's not gonna work out like that.
Why do you think?
I think when you said they're gonna close the loopholes, they're probably gonna eliminate Social Security altogether, other social programs, and just give you that, and that'll be it. But it still won't be enough though.
But it's for a lifetime. You'll get that money until you die.
Well, you can do that if you're on welfare too.
Right.
Because there's no regulation for that.
Social Security, disability, that shit, all that there.
Right.
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 And that's part of where the money comes from
Right,
too,
it's-
because now you've got to take that money from those programs, and put it into universal basic income.
Well, how about for the companies, I'm just trying to clarify this, for the companies that do go robotic and don't have individual people working there, they only have people managing the robots. You said they're going to be fined for that?
I didn't say fine. I said that some of their taxes would go up.
I don't believe
Well,
it.
how about they fine them and then we don't have to worry about them going
What do you
just
mean they
complete
fine them?
robotic and leave everybody unemployed?
But as you've seen in technological advancement,
Yeah.
it's happening. It's
It
been
is happening.
And all the outlook is eventually this is going to narrow the field of jobs.
And this is a case where technology is going not to be beneficial to us.
Right. It's gonna work
It's
against
going
us.
to work against us in the
Right.
long
That's
run.
to me. It seems like a
We're
backdoor
working
program.
our way out of a job.
They trying to sell you this and tell you all the benefits of it, and once they implement it and get it up and running, you're gonna see all those programs shutting down, and it's not gonna be what they said it's gonna be. Like everything else they try to
Well,
sell.
what would be the answer then in lieu of that? Say let's take what you said, 78% unemployment.
Why don't
Where does that money come from, and how do we keep paying those people
we
that
can't.
end up being terminally unemployed because the jobs just don't exist?
Right.
So what happens then?
Well, for one thing, if they're terminated permanently, and there's no fall safe, these companies aren't going to be able to thrive either because
Well,
you don't
I
have
said
anybody.
terminally unemployed.
Right. Right. That's what I
So
was
she
there-
said, who
there's-
you gonna sell your
there-
product
Right.
to?
There's nobody going to buy your product, so there goes the companies too.
Right. But that's what part of the universal income is that just what I just said earlier.
Right.
Is that they've got to keep money, because we're a consumer-based economy. 70% of our economy is based on consumerism.
Right.
So in order to keep it going, keep it thriving, people have to have money to spend.
Right.
Now that starting of 35,000, it probably won't stay there. Just like with Social Security, you get that annual increase with Social Security. You would probably end up getting an annual increase with universal basic income.
I just
And in
don't
lieu-
see that.
I don't see how you can sustain with that universal basic income.
Right.
It's
It's-
unsustainable.
Right. It's you say it ranges from 30 to 35,000. You know what I'm saying? And you're unemployed. How can you make? I mean, I'm barely making it, but how can you make it 35,000 a year? How can you make it
And
like
pay
that?
for everything.
Right.
That's
You paying your own
insurance too.
Your own dental bill. How?
But see, but that's taking it from the way things are set up now. But let's say if they implement the
Free
universal
insurance.
basic income, that insurance would be paid with your tax dollars, and you would have a universal health care
You
system
still need some other type of social program other than that.
other than a universal
Right.
health care
I
system.
just don't see it standing by itself.
What other social programs would you need?
I don't know. Free insurance.
Universal health care.
Universal health care.
That's what I'm saying. If you implement that along with universal basic income,
I just don't
But
get
I'm-
where the money's going to come from. The government cannot afford to pay that. Of course, it might be cheaper for them to give you a lump sum than to pay for you over the whole course of your lifetime a monthly check.
Right. I just don't see how it would work though.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea myself, but you, both
What,
of you.
well, what do you think?
I think for the fact if you tie it with universal health care and you have a universal basic income, I think it's a necessity, especially if you're going to have, say, 78% unemployment. You have got to keep the economy going. The business, and without any money, like you said earlier, the people buying their product, you have to have people buying their product or they're going to shut down. And then the small percentages you have working there will raise unemployment even higher.
I think that maybe what you'll see and I could be wrong with this, you're gonna see a shift in people going back to the way things were. I'm gonna raise my own food,
Right.
I'm gonna build my own stuff, you're gonna be going back to the basics.
But maybe that's-
And then therefore the companies will be non-existent.
But maybe that's
Right.
part
You
of,
don't
but,
need your stuff anymore.
but maybe that's part of the universal, universal basic income. That's kind of part of what it wants to do, is put the power back in your hands, where now I can stay at home, and if I like to make wooden cabinets, now perhaps I can start making wooden cabinets. And if I sell enough of them, then maybe I can start hiring people to help me make these wooden cabinets. Now you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah, but if you're making wooden cabinets and you're selling them, you can't get the 35,000. So you can't work, right?
No, you can have your own business. You can't go work for a company, but you could be making.
So you can have your own business and still get it.
You a small business, but I'm sure once it
Okay.
expands, if it goes to where you're making 1 billion cabinets, then you're gonna fall.
I don't see it. Me personally, I don't see it working. Like you say, you can have a small business and you can still get the 35,000.
You can.
Then it's gonna be
X money.
stipulations. Okay, well you can only make maybe 10 or 15,000 a year.
Oh, I'm sure there will
So
be some
I mean,
sort of
then you got to
stipulation
debate
on how much you
whether
make.
I want to keep making it 35,000 a year or do I just want to go big
Right.
with it. I just see it's a bad idea all the way around. Right. I until I actually see it working.
Right,
You know
you
what I'm
have to
saying?
see the way they
Right.
implement it.
With some time, not say the first year, or the first 3 years. Say a lengthy amount of time.
How much
Then
time,
they-
how much
I don't
time
know,
would you think
but-
it would take to
Just now, I don't think they can sell me on that.
You don't think we
No.
need to- All right, this has been Dave.
I'm Corey,
I'm Laura.
and this is our point of view. I've been Corey.
Your whole life.
Right.
He has been Corey. This is our today.
This is